Good evening and welcome in to the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies awesome Love and Health Tele Summit. Our expert today is trained and certified in multiple alternative tools and techniques, including transformational coaching, mindfulness practices, breath work, energy healing, and shamanic practices. She is founder of an online community, Circle of Hope, and it is her vision to leave this world a better place than she inherited, especially by enhancing and uplifting the emotional, mental, and spiritual well being of people. She's been doing precisely that for the last 8 years, touching and transforming more than 2,600 lives. And in continuation, she's here today with what is definitely on my list of favorite modalities, the gentle yet powerful emotional freedom technique, or EFT. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the lovely lady who is not an entrepreneur, but a soulpreneur. Let's welcome her in, Radhika Rai. Hi, Radhika. Welcome in.
Thank you so much, Neelu, the Mystic Lotus team, and everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me on this platform. And once again, welcome. So EFT, a very favorite technique for most of us. Should we dive in? What is EFT?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me first introduce how EFT has helped me in truly transforming my life and where my faith got strengthened in EFT. So it was way back in 2015 when I had started my spiritual journey, understanding some deeper meaning of life and how life works. And that is the time when EFT came into my life. And the best way to check a modality is on your physical self, the three-dimensional self. I was going through chronic everyday headaches, and miraculously, this technique, just after a few days of tapping, I could get rid of chronic headache, which was more than 20 years old. So that is the power of EFT. And not just that, there has been no looking back after that. I have applied EFT in almost every area of my life, from manifestation to affirmation, building self-confidence to treating any physical element. There has been absolutely nothing that I have not applied EFT, and there has been absolutely nothing where EFT has not worked. Not only that, there have been a list of clients, and for my clients as well, EFT is their most favorite tool, the easiest, the simplest, easy to carry wherever they want, they can use it. EFT is something that has helped my clients treat their chronic anxiety, insomnia. It has been helpful in weight loss. It has been helpful in changing a lot of their belief system. A lot of mindsets have been changed because of EFT. Having said all of that, let's dive into what is EFT. For all those who may have heard the term before, let me expand it for you. It is emotional freedom technique. And why do we call emotional freedom technique? Because whatever we are dealing with, it has a backdrop of an emotion that we feel with either our physical element or anything that we are facing, challenges that we are facing mentally. So this technique is a mix of ancient acupressure and modern day psychotherapy. So what it does is it releases certain energies that are stuck in our meridians, and by speaking certain words in a certain format, it also helps us reprogram our subconscious, reprogram our mind to the deepest level. So all these might be just words if not experienced. Scientists have been researching about EFT, and there have been research papers which say that when tapped, it is also known as tapping solution. So when tapped for a few rounds, EFT has helped people in calming down their amygdala or their stress hormone, that is the cortisol level, comes down. So in just few rounds, there is a part in our brain that is responsible for fight, flight, or freeze that switches off. And by switching it off, we can immediately feel a sense of calmness and release stress. And it has also been researched that stress is the #1 cause for 99% of diseases or elements in our body.
And
Yes, Neelu.
yeah, no, go ahead.
Right. So, having said all of that, would you guys want to give me a thumbs up if you want to really invest your time and energy in learning something very easy, very quick, and applicable in every area of your life? Quickly.
Before your question has been completed, there already a yes has come into the group. And of course, definitely that is what we're all here for. We do want to go through this experience. And I'm so glad you just very quickly explained that, Radhika, especially because I think I was introduced to EFT almost 15, 16 years back. So I can sometimes take for granted, that everybody must be knowing about EFT. Like, who doesn't know EFT? Because I think it's adorable. I love it. I love it as a tool. And like you said, anytime, anywhere. So, and of course, there are always new people just starting their journey, or somebody very new and actually is not heard. So it's always good to get this quick recap or a reintroduction to EFT. So thank you very much for that. And yes, we definitely do want to experience this because, as we always say, what is that saying? I'm suddenly forgetting. Proof of the pudding is in the pie. So yes, absolutely.
Let's find the proof in our own lives. And how do we do that? Let's start with a beautiful grounding exercise. And with that, we will quickly dive into some intention setting for the day.
Great.
So I invite all of you to gently allow yourself.
Radhika, so sorry, interrupting very quickly. If there are any instructions to be given, like don't be walking or don't be driving, or is it okay for pregnant women, or if they're unwell, any specific instruction?
After this grounding, we'll come to that.
Okay, all right.
All right. Just for now, I want each one of you, I invite each one of you to bring all your parts in this present moment. Inviting each one of you to gently allow yourself to experience the next few minutes for yourself. Closing your eyes and bringing all your awareness to your breath. Your breath, which is the connect, the anchor for you and this moment. You are alive in this moment, and this breath keeps you alive. Focusing on your breath, the nature of your breath. How does it feel in your body when you inhale and you exhale? Inhale deeply, exhale totally. And with every breath, allow yourself to gather yourself in this present moment, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, becoming one with this moment, in the here and now. Just observing your breath, maybe the temperature of your breath that you take in. Where do you feel it in your body? Becoming aware of that. This simple grounding technique can help you center yourself and ground yourself anywhere, anytime. And now, as I have all parts of you in this moment. I invite you to slowly open your eyes again. And let me introduce you to a quick do's and maybe a little bit of don'ts with EFT. First and foremost, we have to keep ourselves hydrated. Hydration is a must. If we are not hydrated, it may not show the results as it is capable of. Second, while driving, it's a big no-no. It is not going to happen while you're driving. Third, please do not do EFT after a heavy meal. So at least keep a gap of 30 minutes to a 60-minute gap. And finally, always believe in something that you are investing. Your belief makes it possible. All right. Now let's quickly dive into what is EFT in action. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Our topic for this summit is relationship and it is health. I would like to ask you all, is it possible for them to interact? No.
Yeah, they'll be writing it on the Telegram group and I'll be bringing it up to you. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So in your relationship first, what is it that you feel that is your major repeated pattern, something that you have been facing as a challenge over and over again?
In fact, Humi has already written and saying, yes, for marriage restoration. She'd written it much earlier.
Okay. Okay. So for marriage restoration, what is it exactly that is causing the block or that is causing the hurdle in your marriage?
Humi, go ahead and write it down, and everybody else, as Radhika has invited you, please put it in. So yeah. Okay. Richard's written
deeper in your intentions of understanding your mind and really reflecting upon the pointers that are stopping you in experiencing your health or your relationship in the highest potential. What is it that is stopping you? What belief is that is stopping you in your relationship or your health?
Okay. And the responses are coming in, Radhika. Richard has written disrespect, anger. So I would guess that she's saying she feels disrespected and therefore there is anger, maybe.
Yes. Yes.
There is Pri who's written, not able to maintain good relationships even after giving my best. And Jolly has said irritability. Humi has said it's a height issue. Her husband always wanted a tall lady, but married me just for taking care of his parents. So he is, yeah. Rita says he is not in love and she feels disrespect. These are, and Mita has also written disrespect, not able to empathize. And I see disrespect is there for common to almost everyone. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Tell me about health. What is it that is stopping you? Any belief that is stopping you from experiencing the best of your health?
People write in. Meena has written, my relationship of love is being insulted and hurting me. Now with the head, okay, people. Anu has written pain in the legs and cervical pain. Seema writes health, I want to cure completely from cancer.
Okay.
Sciatica pain, says Mita. So there's a leg and a back, and yeah, that is what is showing up.
Right. So in all of that,
sorry, Humi, who's also written in about the relationship, she says there's growth on the skin, and Charmaine is also saying pain in the back and knee, and Pri also says I get in and off. She gets numbness on and off in the left part of her body. Nanda says pain in the knee and leg. Asha says she has an emotional block, which is not specified. Rita says my relationship is anger, anxiety, and panic attacks. Nanda says biggest thing for her is weight. Not being able to let go of weight. And Priyanla says knee pain and heavy head with the emotional blockage. Again, there seems to be back and knee definitely showing up somewhere for a lot of people. And
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, what I gather from all your responses, some of the common health beliefs could be beliefs that we have within ourselves, something that we talk to ourselves. First, it could be my illness is incurable. Some belief like I will never be able to recover from this trauma, or this grief is for life, or something as I will never recover from this condition or illness. Whatever we are suffering, what do we think about it? How do we feel about it is something that is going to define our experience with that particular element. It is not that obstacle, it is not that block, it is not that hurdle, it is how we feel about that block. For common beliefs in relationship, it could be that my partner or the person that I love or my any relationship, they don't really understand me. They don't, am I lovable enough? Will I ever be understood? It could be our relationships are so damaged that it cannot be healed. And that is my personal belief. Why am I highlighting my personal belief here? Because I am the one who is responsible for reflecting everything outside of me. Now, this might sound very overwhelming right now, but I am the creator of my life. I am the one who is creating my life moment to moment with the thoughts and beliefs that I have. If I work on my thoughts, my beliefs, my patterns, my emotions, I am going to take charge of my life and shift my external environment. Try doing that. And today we are here to try something in this regard. In all of these common beliefs that we have, which we so call as disempowering beliefs, one common thing that we have is the way we talk to ourselves, our self-critical talks. When somebody is judging us, somebody is not understanding us, somebody is not loving us the way we want to be loved, we judge ourselves. We do not have the confidence to love ourselves, or we lose the confidence to get healed from a physical pain because of a prognosis of a doctor. Something in us needs to shift to see the shift that we want to see in our lives, right? With this, I invite you once again to close your eyes and just follow my voice to be your guide. Just tuning in to any one, be it health or relationship, any one belief that you truly feel is troubling you the most in this moment. Let it flow to you intuitively, naturally. It could be, I am not lovable enough. It could be, I cannot be cured, or this pain will never leave me. Just pick up one. Once you have picked up that belief, just reflect upon all the self-talk that you have with that belief. How do you criticize yourself for not being the size that you want to be, or not being in a relationship that you want to develop, experience? How do you judge yourself, talk to yourself when you are judged? How critical are you with your own self-talks? Truly tune in and understand Where all are you criticizing yourself? How are you criticizing? What words are you using towards yourself? Once you get a little clearer of all those self-talks, now tune into the part of the body that is feeling the distress. Where exactly in your body do you feel discomfort or distress because of these self-talks? Does your heart start to palpitate? Does your shoulder feel heavy? Do you feel any stiffness in your back? Or maybe your knees have started to hurt more? What is it that is showing up in your body? Tune in, take a few seconds and tune into your body to understand where in your body is this self-critical talk causing that distress or discomfort. Feel that distress, feel that discomfort, and notice the intensity. On the scale of 0 to 10, if you had to give a number to this intensity, 10 being the highest level of distress or discomfort, how much would you give? You can make a mental note of it. And if you want, you can also share it in your chat group. What is the intensity that you are starting with?
And thank you, Shilpa. Very quickly, the limiting beliefs about health and relationships, some examples that you had given has also been put down in the group. And I think people there, I can see people are typing, so let them type in. Some of the other things that people had said earlier did cover exactly what you were saying, Radhika, including near and dear ones misunderstand all the time. So yeah, no one understands me.
So,
Okay, and
time, Nilu, can we
yeah,
have the pointers of EFT?
yes, absolutely. And that screen is just going to get shared right now.
Yes.
There it is.
Thank you so much. So, let's dive into the points where we are going to tap. This is our shortcut EFT technique, which was developed in 1970s by a brilliant doctor. And we start with the karate chop point. All you have to do for this technique is tap on the points that are given. I will first show you how, and later you just have to follow the lead. First point is the soft part of your hand. You have to tap with the 4 fingers. This could be your non-dominant hand on which you are tapping, and the hand with which you are tapping is the dominant hand. All right. Then we move on to the eyebrow point. Eyebrow point is the starting of your eyebrows. Then we move on to the side of the eye, which is your temple, end of your eyebrows. Then under the eye, which is the bony structure, under the eye. And all these points on the face, we are using 2 fingers of both the hands. When you are beginning this process, I strongly suggest use both the hands and 2 fingers of both the hands. Then we move on to the nose, under the nose, the crease between your upper lip and the nose. Then the chin, which is your lower lip and the chin, the crease between your lower lip and the chin. Moving on to the collarbone. So there is your collarbone. Under that, use all the 4 fingers of both the hands to tap here. The next is your underarm, which is also known as your hugging point. So you literally hug yourself like this and tap under your arm, which is 3 to 4 fingers under your armpit. And then finally, top of your head, this part, the center of your head with all the 4 fingers, or your flat hand can also work. Throughout the process, please keep breathing, consciously breathing. And I invite you to first sip some water before we start.
The picture's been shared on the group as well, so you always have a reference point. And from time to time, we'll get it back up whenever you want it, Radhika.
Perfect. All right. Shall we begin?
Yes.
We have our mental note of the intensity that we are starting with. And with that, from the karate chop point, we will set up our entire flow. Karate chop point, all you have to do is smile, breathe, and follow the lead. All right? All right. Even though, keep repeating after me, even though my inner critic is constantly at work, belittling me and judging me, I want to let go. I want to let it know that I have had enough of this nagging. I want myself to get rid of all my shoulds, coulds, and woulds in life. Keep breathing, even though it seems like my hypercritical mind is trying to keep me on the right track. I am now starting to question whether all of this is really helping me at all. Even though I criticize myself because if I don't, someone else will. I always feel that if I don't criticize myself, someone else definitely will. What if I could be my best friend, loving and giving myself some good advice? Even though my mind is always on an overdrive, overthinking about everything, being overcritical, I am now wanting to release the need to constantly negatively talking about myself. I want to be more loving and caring towards myself, and that seems like a good thing to do. Moving on to the eyebrow point. The first point, I can never be good enough in my own eyes. Forget about anybody else. Keep tapping, keep saying these words. I can never be good enough in my own eyes. Forget about anybody else's. Keep breathing, move to the next side of the eye. Part of me is always busy finding faults with whatever I do. A part of me is always busy finding faults in whatever I do. Keep breathing. Under the I have got so used to this internal bashing that it now comes naturally to me. I have got used to this internal bashing that it now comes naturally to me. Under the nose, I keep saying, I want to feel good. I keep saying, I want to feel good, but I don't really allow myself to feel good. Chin, next point. This negative reel is always going on in my mind. The negative reel about myself is always going on and on in my mind, telling me how I could have, should have, would have done things differently. The negative reel of should have, could have, would have done things differently. Keep breathing. Collarbone. I wonder if I would ever say all that I say to myself to my loved one. I wonder if I would ever say all that I say to myself, to any of my loved one. Under the arm, I constantly keep self-sabotaging myself. Under the arm, I constantly keep self-sabotaging myself. Top of the head, I keep criticizing myself for the smallest things in life. I keep criticizing myself for the smallest things in life. Take a deep breath as we move on to the next round. Eyebrow point. Once again, I also feel I am afraid if I don't find faults in myself, someone or the other will. I feel it is good for me to judge and criticize myself. If I don't do it, someone or the other will. Side of the eye. And I feel afraid that someone will criticize me no matter what I do. I always feel this fear that I will be criticized by someone or the other, no matter what I do. Under the eye, I have experienced this all my life. When I look back, I see myself experiencing this most of my life. Under the nose, people bad-mouthing me and judging me for who I am not. People bad-mouthing me and judging me for who I am not. Keep breathing. Chin. I have experienced disempowering relationships. I have experienced disempowering, unloving relationships. Collarbone. I have been trapped by the stress of people who always find fault in me. I have been trapped by the stress of people who always find fault in me. Keep breathing. Under the arm. That experience and all these experiences have made me doubt my own self now. All these experiences have made me doubt my own self now. Top of the head. These experiences have made me criticize myself so much. All these experiences have made me criticize myself so much. Take a deep breath, sip some water, and then we continue with the third round. Eyebrow point once again. Maybe as a child, I was under a lot of pressure to be a good kid, or someone would get upset. Maybe as a child, I was under pressure to be a good kid, or someone would get upset. Keep breathing. Side of the eye. Someone I loved or someone I looked up to always found fault in my actions regularly. Someone I loved or someone I looked up to always find faults in my actions regularly. Under the eye, I may be living with the baggage of the same old criticism and judgments. I may be living with the baggage of same old criticism and judgment. Under the nose, and I keep trying to fine-tune my behavior every living moment by the way of criticizing myself. And I keep fine-tuning my old experiences in this present moment by critically criticizing myself. Chin, move to the next point, keep breathing. Even though this may have worked for me in the past, I am realizing that it is very brutal way of treating myself. Take a deep breath while you say this out loud or in your mind. Even though this may have worked for me in the past, I am realizing that it is a very brutal way of treating myself. Moving on to the collarbone. As I realize this fact, a part of me is already feeling better. Keep breathing, keep tapping. As I realize, I feel a part of me is already feeling better. Under the arm, I am now willing to let go of this habit of self-criticizing now. I am now willing to let go of this habit of self-criticism now. Top of the head, I am willing to let go of this habit of self-criticism now. Take a deep breath and say it again. I am now willing and allowing myself to let go of this habit of self-criticism now. Take a long deep breath in as we move on to the last and final round. Eyebrow. I am not. Say this with all your might. I am not what others think of me. I am not what others think of me. Keep breathing. Side of the eye. I am who I think of myself. I am who I think of myself. Under the I am willing to let go of all my limiting self-talks now. I am willing to let go of all my limiting self-talks now. Under the nose, I am willing to inculcate the habit of positive self-talk now. I am open and willing to inculcate the habit of positive self-talk now. Keep breathing, keep tuning in. Chin, I am worthy of good health. I am worthy of good health. Collarbone, I am worthy of loving relationships. I am worthy of loving relationships. Under the arm, I am worthy of my own respect and love. I am worthy of my own respect and love. Finally, top of the head, I deserve the best in every aspect of my life. I deserve the best in every aspect of my life because I am the favorite child of the universe. Because I am the favorite child of the universe. And so it is now, so it is now, and so it is now. Keep your eyes closed. Bring both your hands on your heart and tune in to the last affirmation. I deserve the very best because I am the favorite child of the universe. Truly tune in to what you have just affirmed. Believe in every word that you said. And as you do that, I invite you once again to bring your awareness to your breathing. And this time, when you breathe, just follow this simple way of breathing where you breathe for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, breathe out for 4 counts, and again hold for 4 counts. I'll guide you through. Just allow yourself to follow the lead. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. And hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. And hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Now slowly getting back to your normal breathing, keeping your eyes closed, and once again tuning into your body and the distress intensity that you started with in your body on the scale of 0 to 10. If you had to rate it again, just tune in and see Is there any shift in that intensity? How are you feeling? Notice, make a mental note. Whenever you feel ready, gently allow yourself to open your eyes and sip some water. And when you have done all of that, you can share the intensity in the group.
That was really nice, Radhika. Really nice. And as someone who's definitely seen the simpler steps with EFT, it was very interesting, how you set the rounds up and everything and covered all of this. So it'll be even more interesting to hear what people have to say. People, when you give it in, please make sure to also mention what your initial was and where you're at now. And if you'd like to share what was part of your intention, please do. And okay, so Dr. Sheila Tilak has written, it was beautiful, feeling really great. It came from 9 to 1. Thanks a lot. So isn't that, I mean, from a 9 to a 1, normally, you think it would be steps, but 9 to 1, yeah, is superb. Right.
Nice.
And Seema has written 8. Seema, what was your initial? I think you had written 9. I think you shared it earlier, right? Yeah. So Seema went from a 9 to an 8, and I think Rita had also given hers earlier. Rita was at a 10 with a relationship concern, and that was her thing. And she's at a 9, from 10 to 9, but there is a bit of ease, she says. And Pri says, it was amazing. My thoughts are 0 now. Anu says from 9 to 3. Charmaine says, very relaxing from 5 to 1. And Anu also, yeah, very relaxing. She's gone from 9 to 3. Meena says, now I'm really the good child of the universe. She was at a 10, which she had written earlier, and she's at a 1 now.
Wow.
So that is absolutely amazing. I can see, Rita, if you're comfortable to come on, because Rita has just moved from a 10 to a 9. Would you like to just speak to her, Radhika?
And before that, I would like to just add, any shift is a good shift. And even if there is no shift, just believe in this technique. It needs a little more of your time and energy. It will work for you no matter what. Just keep doing it and you will see a difference.
Right. Absolutely. Rita, if you're here, if you'd like to come on, remember, a reminder to everybody, these calls are replayed and they are sent out to everyone. It is there on YouTube. If you're not comfortable getting a video on, but you're okay with you being on audio, we're okay with that also.
Hi, Radhika. It is a series of events which has caused the things. I will not say that it is not my fault. It is, and I don't know how to conclude it, but I am at the verge of separation. He has left me like a unused clothes, which is not desired anymore. Feeling very broken. I don't have parental family, no kids, and no one to share anything.
All right. In all of this, Rita, what is it that you feel the most in this present moment? What is it that you are feeling? One emotion, if you had to name that emotion.
Loneliness.
Okay. And where exactly do you feel it in your body? If you close your eyes and just tune in.
I feel it on my head. It is consistent on my head. I cannot sleep. Same goes with my heart. My head cannot stop thinking that where things went wrong.
Right. Are you willing to change this? The feeling of loneliness.
Yes, I want to love myself. I want to care for myself. Because until I love, care, and respect myself, I don't think that things will change.
Brilliant, brilliant. That's the starting point. That's really the starting point, my love. And it is where the change begins. Because if my glass is empty, I cannot pour from that glass. I have to fill myself first. Would you like to try more of EFT now? Can you
Yes.
do that? Okay.
Yes.
So again, inviting you to tune into your loneliness, closing your eyes, bringing your awareness to your breath. And on the intensity level of from 0 to 10 again, what is the level of your loneliness that you feel? You can keep it in your mind. And whenever you feel you have a number, okay, slowly open your eyes and we can sip some water first and then start a few rounds of tapping again.
The intensity is 10 right now also. I will not lie.
Please don't. We are here to be honest with ourselves. Right?
Thank you.
Please sip some water.
Sure.
Can you sip some water, please? Pani pi sakte ho?
Water is not here by me. Can I go ahead and drink?
That is very important.
And in the meantime, just to let everybody know, Radhika, you were mentioning quite some time back you mentioned at the beginning also about how it's helped your clients with chronic anxiety as well. Before I ask you, and then hopefully Rita will be back by then as well, D Bose has written in saying it was very peaceful, but has a question. If there is a chronic pain, would it go off or come back again? How many days of a practice is required for a complete cessation of the pain?
So a physical manifestation of ache, pain, or disease or illness first starts with our mental body, emotional body, and then it hits our physical body. If we work on the root cause, where it actually started, what in my belief system or what in my thought system has caused this ache, pain, and disease, that is the way where we can go deeper and resolve it from the core. Now it totally depends on us, how willing are we to peel the layers of the onion and go to the absolute inner layer.
Right, right.
We want to get rid of the pain, but are we really willing to go to the core from where it actually started? It has a lot of self-work involved.
Right. In fact, Radhika, can you share an example of anything, say a pain-related thing, and approximately what was the situation, and maybe how many sessions did it finally take with you for the pain to ease out?
I will give you an example of my own. So very, very recent. So I have been doing it for 7-8 years, but this very recent example of severe pain in my lower, this neck where the spine starts and this part of the shoulder was extremely in pain. I have not paid attention. Sometimes the pain is there and we accept the pain without even paying attention to it. It has been there for again a good 20-22 years. And recently doing some EFT for a client, I realized there was a realization that this pain is for the overwhelm that I may be feeling for the responsibilities that I have been taking on myself. So the overwhelm of responsibilities, and not just today, I have been taking that overwhelm from a very young age, that I am responsible for the happiness or for the whatever the other person is feeling. So going to that deeper layer requires a lot of self-awareness. When I was aware of my own understanding of and the mindset that I had, the belief that I had, in just 2 to 3 rounds, I could release. And today I am the actual proof. I am the pie in the pudding, which says that it is gone. A 22-year-old pain again is gone. Other than that, I have client, I'll mention a client who came for a coaching session. And while he was driving to the session, in the middle of his drive, he had to literally stop and ask for sugar from a tea vendor because of the anxiety and the perspiration that he was having. And then he could finally manage to reach my office. After he reached my office, in just 2 to 3 rounds of tapping, he was absolutely at ease and he had calmed himself. So it was on the verge of panic attack. So I have experiences like this. Somebody who had insomnia for more than 5, 6 years have had relief in just 2 to 3 rounds of tapping. So it totally depends on how open and willing are we to make that shift.
Okay, fantastic. And thank you for that, Radhika. Debos, I hope that answers that for you. I also want to give a reminder to everybody, please do not raise your hands on Zoom. Please ask your questions on the group. We are taking everybody's questions on. So also just to let Debos let everybody know that there is some super amazing offers that are coming up for you, and it will take care of all your concerns. So hang in there. We're going to get it here very quickly. Rita is back. We're going to get her right in front of you again, Radhika. And Manisha said, for pain in the back and knee, what can we say while tapping? Can we have a sample of it? Oh, you wait, Manisha. You hang on. Let's see what we can do about that also. Okay, Rita.
Yes.
Yes, Neha.
Yeah.
Have you sipped your water, Rita? Okay. Let's start once again. Even though I feel this loneliness
I feel this loneliness
day and night, I am willing to love, accept, and forgive myself. Keep breathing. Even though I feel extremely unloved and misunderstood, I am still allowing myself to love myself, accept myself, and forgive myself. Keep breathing. Even though I feel shattered and broken, a part of me is still strong enough to love myself, accept myself, and completely forgive myself. Move on to the eyebrow. I feel this loneliness in my heart and my head.
I feel this loneliness in my mind, heart, and head.
Side of the eye. I feel myself responsible for this.
I feel myself responsible for this.
Under the eye. I don't know what belief caused this.
What belief caused this?
Under the nose. But I am willing to let go any limiting belief.
But I'm ready to let go all limiting beliefs.
Chin. And allow myself to love myself. Collarbone. I allow myself to accept myself. I am willing to forgive myself. Under the arm. I am willing to accept myself. I am open and receptive for forgiving myself. Top of the head. I know I am worthy of my love.
I know I am worthy of my love.
And now I am willing to open all doors.
And now I am willing to open my all doors
To love,
to love,
accept,
accept,
and forgive myself.
and forgive myself.
Take a deep breath in. One more round. Eyebrow. I am willing to love myself.
I am willing to love myself.
Side of the eye. I am open and receptive
I am open and receptive
to love myself.
to love myself.
Under the arm, under the eye. I am
I am
ready to love myself just the way
ready.
I am.
I'm ready to love myself just the way I am.
Under the nose, I am willing to forgive myself now.
I'm willing to forgive myself now.
Under this chin point, I am willing to let go of this loneliness.
I'm
now.
willing to let go of this loneliness now.
Collarbone. I allow myself to fill myself with my love.
I allow myself to fill myself with my love.
I am worthy of my love.
I'm worthy of my love.
I deserve my love.
I deserve my love.
I am worthy of my love.
I am worthy of my love.
I deserve my love.
I deserve my love.
Under the arm, I am worthy of my own acceptance and forgiveness.
I'm worthy of my own acceptance and forgiveness.
Breathing, I am worthy of my own acceptance and forgiveness.
I am worthy of my own acceptance and forgiveness.
Top of the head, I am
I
lovable
am
enough.
lovable enough.
I am
I
lovable
am
enough.
lovable enough.
Keep breathing. I am lovable enough. Announce it as if you are announcing it to the universe. I am
I
lovable
am
enough.
lovable enough.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
I love myself.
I love myself.
Forgive myself.
Forgive myself.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Take a deep breath in, and so it is now, so it is now, so it is
And
now.
so it is now, so it is now, so it is now.
Bring both your hands on your heart. Sip some water. Once again, closing your eyes, tune into the distress, the discomfort that you had. How are you feeling? Is there any shift? Can't hear you, Rita.
I'm feeling relaxed, comfortable, and I'm feeling as if a big burden has been relieved from my head and my brain and my heart too.
Would you like to give an intensity to this?
Yes, 6.
Beautiful. Just 2 rounds, Rita. You know? And you can
Yes, thank you.
reach from there to here. Continue and you will surely reach it to 0.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. New,
Yeah, yes, I just realized I'd not unmuted myself. I was saying thank you to Rita for coming on, and I also just wanted to say that I noticed when she first come on, her face was heavy, like it was, wasn't doing well, but she left with a smile. So that is absolutely amazing. And exactly what you said, want to tell everybody, if you have questions, I'm just going to bring them up. That in just 2 rounds, look where Rita went from a 10 to a 6. Just the numbers is just a rating for you to know your progress, right? It's not necessary that you have to go from a 10 to a 0 in like 1 second. You need time to process, right?
So Nilu, it is just like a fever. When we have fever, we take temperature, right? So
Right,
then we know the medicine is working. From
right,
103 to 99, it's the intensity.
right.
For our own understanding, yes, the medicine is working.
Absolutely. And people, we're just going to get these amazing offers for you because, and I'm saying this, what you just experienced right now, all of us as a group, okay? This is literally group session healing with Radhika that you just got a sample of. All right. Further to that, you also got a sample of what it is like to do a one-on-one with her, with Rita, and you saw the results. You've been reading the results. You're seeing it. So someone's here, Radhika, that I want to bring on, and someone special is here to actually share a little bit about the impact of your work. Hello, Amrish Arjun in the house. Hi.
I am
Hi,
really
how are you?
very well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Actually, I want to thank you and I want to thank Rita because of whom I also got to do one more round of EFT. It's always fun to do EFT. Actually, EFT was the first technique that I had tried. I think it was around 2008 or 9 or somewhere around that time. And I've tried, I don't know how many techniques since, 30, 40, 50 techniques since, and I still do EFT. I I took a session with Radhika. Was it in January, towards the end of January or February sometime? So I'm still doing EFT after all these years. So it's just so fantastic. It's such a lovely, simple, easy technique. And we all saw what Rita experienced. I experience that every time I do EFT. I do EFT on my own quite a bit now that I have taken lots and lots of sessions with Radhika. In fact, probably last year or the year before last, I don't remember the exact timeline, but Radhika had a 21-day program of EFT where we were meeting every day for 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that. And we were doing EFT every day. There was a group of us for 21 days. We did EFT every day. It is such an awesome experience. Every evening. But the calls at 9 o'clock, Radhika? I think they were at 9 o'clock in the evening.
9 o'clock, yes.
So every day we would wait. Okay, we would wait for 9 o'clock to get on this call and do EFT along with Radhika. It's a beautiful experience. And once you get used to that, once you experience something like that, there's no going back. And there are one-on-one sessions. I just took one in January or February, which are also amazing. And I do it when I want to work on something that's intense and I want to work on it quickly, and then I get on a one-on-one session with her. But if I generally want to have fun, if I generally want to do some clearing, if I have some aspect that I want to work on over a period of time, and also get into the habit of doing EFT. So the thing is, often we know that we want to do a lot of things, but we don't end up doing them. It's like this. All of us know I want to eat healthy, but I don't end up eating healthy. I want to work out, but I don't end up exercising and all of that. So what Radhika helped me do, at least through that 21-day program, was to make it so simple for me to get on a call every single day. Do it for 21 days, for half an hour every day. And then it became easy. Then you just do it on your own. In fact, I think some of us requested Radhika if we can do another 21 days or something of that sort. This was a little while back, so I don't remember the exact details, but I think we wanted to keep doing it. And for whatever reason, she was traveling or she was busy or something came up, we couldn't continue. But then you can do it on your own because she gives you scripts and all that. I hope that she's got something like that, some program like that where she's sharing scripts also.
Yes, absolutely. It is coming up, in fact, after this.
Oh, that's wonderful, because the scripts also help you. Then you're, even if you're on your own, you're just saying it's cool. I've done this. I know what to do now. I have the scripts. I don't forget anything, and just do it on your own. It's just lovely. Am I smiling too much?
Yeah, no, you're. It's good to see you like this.
Okay, that's what EFT does to you.
That's what you have to do.
Does to you, especially with what you can do with Radhika. So go for it, guys. It's just amazing. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Radhika. Thanks. I'm so glad.
Thanks, Amrish.
Thank you, Neeru.
Thank you for coming up. Thank you.
All right, and that's amazing note. Thanks, Amrish, for sharing all that. Let's let everybody know what's in store for you. There are two questions. There is a question about how to change the belief, how to overcome the self-talk, which Sumit has gotten in. Hang on to me, because I think your question will also get answered with what's coming up right now. So hang in there. And if you feel it's not covered it, we'll bring it on. Okay, give me a quick moment. Happily, like Amri said, this is what EFT does to you. Instead of doing it present, I was ready to share it only right across. Okay, so EFT for health and relationships with Radhika Rai is what's obviously in store for you. There are three very, very cool offers that are coming right up, and Radhika will take us through it. This is definitely for you if you feel low on energy, if you have frequent pains, aches, and ailments, if you're constantly misunderstood, hurt, or loved, if there's consistent sadness and loneliness, if you're heartbroken, if you're feeling hopeless, if you're feeling demotivated, low self-confidence, low self-esteem, goals not there, no drive or determination, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling unclear, this is definitely for you, because when you clear your limiting beliefs, your life will change. That is for sure. Here we have package A. Radhika, tell us about this. And this, in fact, is a version of the 21-day program that Amrish was talking about. Right, Radhika?
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
So
Go ahead.
We have 30-minute session and 11 days, 11 live group sessions with every day we will work on a different limiting belief. You will be getting all the PDFs, all the scripts for each day. With that, you will also get a video recording of each day, because when you are doing it by yourself, you need some prompt as an audio or a visual or both. So that will really help. And yes, we will also have Q&A, which will make it even more interactive and personal.
Right. And the program schedule is there. It's being posted on the group right now as we speak as well. These dates are from 20th to 25th of March, and then 28th March to the 1st of April, 5 p.m. IST or 7:30 a.m. EST, sir. Yeah. And there is the list. Radhika, you want to just take us through the set of limiting beliefs that we'll be working on?
Yes, why not? Yeah. So these are the 11 limiting beliefs that we will be working deeply on. First, I will never find love. Second, I am not worthy of being loved. If you ever talk to yourself or have this belief in yourself, this is an opportunity for you to really change that belief, transform that belief, that I will always get hurt, dumped, or betrayed in a relationship or love. And you just cannot trust anybody in relationship, and my relationships will never work. So 5 days will be dedicated for relationship. Then we start with health. It is okay to feel stressed and overwhelmed. How often do we accept the stress, anxiety, overwhelm as a part of our daily life? Getting sick is unavoidable. So again, giving you an actual proof that I have not been well for the past 2 days, high fever, severe body ache, and everything that comes along. But today, taking the session, I am speaking it right now. I don't know how many of you could even make out that I have had severity of that health in the last 2 days. It is precisely because I was doing EFT, I was doing my self-work, and I was determined to change the health condition that I was in. Getting sick might not be avoidable, but recovering is in our hands. Taking charge of our health is definitely in our hands. Another very common belief is everyone else in my family is overweight, so I will automatically have this condition. That is a limiting belief that can be changed. Losing weight is the biggest battle of my life, again, because most of our other diseases or elements come from being on the higher side of the weight. So we are devoting 2 days for that. I cannot heal myself. Another very strong limiting belief that this is the work of the healers. How can I do it to myself? And one common thread between all of it is I am not good enough. So we will work really strongly on that.
Amazing. Really, really fantastically put set together this entire piece, because everybody, in fact, today who's written in has definitely had one of these limiting beliefs. And Sumita, I hope this is where I was talking about the fact that your question gets answered here. If not, we'll bring it up again. And of course, there are bonuses. Radhika, what are the bonuses?
Well, I think I've mentioned it already. So you will get 11 PDF scripts with each session, and that will help you in self-practicing. You will also have the 21-day WhatsApp group support, and call recordings will be provided, which will really help you to practice on yourself.
Fantastic. What does this usually cost?
Oh, so it is 11 days. So 11,000 is something that it costs on a regular price, but with Mystic Lotus, definitely you will have something.
Look at that. Say it, Radhika, you've got to say this.
It is just 1,100 for 11 days for all the things that you're getting along with it. Nothing like it. I mean, it is worth grabbing for. It is something
Absolutely.
that is truly transformative and not to be
missed. Absolutely. 90% savings, just 1,100 rupees. And here's the thing. You have your scripts with you. You will have the PDF, you have the recordings, you can keep doing it over and over again. And as Amrish just mentioned, once you get familiar with it, it's just as easy to just, use different words and just play around with whatever you want to play around with. So one-time investment into yourself at just 1,100 rupees is this is me saying, shut the front door. Who comes up with a price like this? 1,100 rupees. Super cool, Radhika. Thank you so much for this. Wait, it's not over yet. You're going to get to know about more. What is package B, Radhika?
So this is something that I call my USP, my forte, which is personal healing sessions. And here I use multiple tools and techniques, some of which is already mentioned here: breath work, mindful practices, journaling. We go deeper and deeper into the layers. So I handhold you to empower you so that you can go deeper in your own layers to identify. So we all might have this common limiting belief, but the layers inside will be very different, one person to the other. Here, when I am working with you, I will help you go deeper, understand your belief, where is it coming from, how did it all start, and how can you now work on removing it, aligning yourself, and moving forward for abundance.
Look at that. You got package A as a bonus if you take this on. That is a big bonus indeed. So one personal session, healing session, which includes multiple healing techniques and tools, also has package A and its bonuses in it. Wow. Cannot wait to see what's going to happen here. This normally costs, Radhika?
This normally costs 16 deal 500, but here is the deal for you, just for you guys. 2,200, and here you're not just getting package B, but also the entire 11 sessions. So it's a complete win-win.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I'll highly recommend. This is something where I work in person with you. Have any
Right.
questions, any doubts? This is the thing that you must go on for.
Absolutely. This is again super cool. Just want to repeat that in dollars as well. The original price is $248, but just for 24 hours, you have an 87% saving, and it is yours for the taking for $34 only. Wait for it. There is a third package. Go ahead, Radhika.
This is the most exciting again. Why? Because sometimes, and more often than not, we might not get very clear with just one session of what is it that is blocking us, stopping us, and not allowing us to become our best self. 3 personal healing sessions, and all these 3 sessions will be one-on-one, where you can truly dig deeper and work on any of your patterns, any of your blockages, any of your disempowering beliefs, and process it, change it, transform it with me. Because all these sessions will be guided, and there will be so many other tools, techniques that will be shared with you, which I will be guiding you through, I will be suggesting during the session, and we will work throughout the whole. So if I suggest taking sessions every week, so that we work consecutively for at least 21 days together. 21 days is that time it takes to make a new habit, shift certain things inside of us. So we will be doing that, and that will be one-on-one. So this is, I think, the most lucrative thing that we can get.
And of course, this also has package A with the 11 days of group work and all its bonuses. This normally costs 27,000 rupees, 27,500 rupees, or $413. However, you can imagine what generosity is coming up. 4,400 rupees or $67 only. 3 sessions, people, 75 minutes for the first, 60 minutes for the second and third, plus 11 days group work with Radhika at only 4,400 or $67. Again, really, really, really amazing, amazing offers. Radhika, I really have nothing else to say except give everybody a recap to say package A, 11 days, special price, 1,100 rupees or $17. Package B, 1 session, including package A, special price of 2,200 rupees or $34. And package C, which is 3 sessions, which if you look at just package B and you multiply it into 3, goes something to 6,600 anyway, but it's yours for 4,400 rupees or $67. Okay, this is what you got to do. Tap your way to good health and happiness, starting now with Radhika. This is really, really amazing, Radhika. Like I said, I don't know what to say. What else do I say? So I'm actually going to quickly tell you what. Where is that post gone? Dr. Sheetal had put in a there it is. She's written in saying Radhika's tapping affirmations and phrases are really beautiful. I do it regularly. That is there. Yeah. And Suneet, if you still have a question about what to do with the limiting beliefs, you can ask it again. Radhika will be here after this call gets over as well to answer any questions or any queries that you might have. However, also very quickly checking if any other questions. No. Radhika, would you like to answer Suneet anyway? What do you do with these limiting beliefs?
Just now, as we were tapping, we were shifting those limiting beliefs into more empowering beliefs, as we have noticed that towards the end of the third and the fourth round, we were saying certain more positive, more affirming beliefs. This is how we actually shift through EFT the disempowering, limiting beliefs into more positive, more affirming beliefs. Now, this happened from 9 to 1 for some people, for 9 to 8 for some people, and then 6 to some people. It totally depends upon how deep is the wound and how much work it needs, and the openness and willingness for you to receive this healing. It will work more and more as we open ourselves, as we are ready to peel ourselves. I'm repeating myself because this limiting belief is something that we are carrying. If I am 40, I'm carrying it for the past 40 years. Allow
Right.
yourself at least 40 days to shift that belief.
Right.
Allow yourself at least that time. Invest in yourself to shift that belief.
Absolutely. Nicely put, Radhika. Thank you for that. And of course, we are coming to close the call very, very quickly, telling everybody Radhika is back tomorrow. Change of time. It's 11:11 a.m. that she will be back. Okay. Remember that it's tomorrow. Time with Radhika is in the morning. And there will be more of this to experience, more of this to go through. Come enjoy yourself. And please look at this, 1,100 rupees, 2,200 rupees, or 4,400 rupees. No brainer. Just go take it. Right. Radhika, it's so good to have you back here after so long. And you know, in the times that we're in, we've I think met also many years back at the On Ground Festival. So good to see you here again, looking lovely in purple. Before we say bye-bye to everyone, are there any last words you'd like to leave everybody with?
There are quotes that have really helped me change my life also, and some quotes that I vouch by. One such quote by Rumi, the poet, the philosopher. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I'm changing myself. EFT is a tool that will help each one of us to change ourselves. Let the journey of transformation begin. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part. Thank you.
And on that lovely note, bye, everyone. Good night. See you tomorrow morning. Bye, Radhika.
Thank you. Thank you.